Okay, so what I'm going to do here is create a user. So we haven't got any users in the actual project at the moment. So I'm looking at my registration or register.php file, and it's going to create something called a session. So basically when I log in or register, it's going to create a session, which means it will kind of, the website will be aware of me being on the website, and it will be able to hold information about my session or my use of that website. Okay, so all of these are just requiring files that it needs to run. It's going to check whether the password exists, and if it's in the database, it's going to use something called password hashing, which disguises the password in case the password is ever breached by a hack, so they can't actually see what a password is. It just has a bunch of characters that are about 25 characters long and won't make any sense. And here is our registration form. Okay, very basic, but that'll do. So what I've done on the index page, I created a login, logout, and register, linking to these pages. So let's go to the website itself now and see if we can register. Okay, so now I go into register. This is a separate page called register.php. Obviously you're going to make this look a bit more presentable and add some additional HTML and CSS to the page. So I'm just going to give you the basic functionality. Now there's no validation on the password. It doesn't have to be so many characters. So this may be something you could look at implementing to make the password a bit safer. Anyway, I'm just going to put in a very basic one like password 1234, which is what you don't want to do. I register, and what it does is, on the code you see here in register, it runs this code, creates the session, and then echoes this: thank you for registering with our website, but doesn't take us to the login page. So really what would be good here is for you guys as students to figure out a way to either redirect somebody using something called a header in there, or possibly even just building a link. So you could, you know, build a link in here. I don't know if this was going to do it. No, it doesn't. But you could build like a link to the login page or something like that to make it more usable. Okay, but essentially that is the registration, and the fact when you get this thank you message means that it's been successful. We can go back to the database, refresh, and you can see our username is Seb and our password has been hashed from password 1234 into this kind of unmemorable kind of hash of numbers, letters and special characters. So that is a basic registration system. Now obviously there's quite a lot of work you can do to make this better, and so I'm going to leave the additional work up to students to decide like how best to improve this current registration system. Okay.